Hi, and welcome to Assignment 3B. This is for math teachers of grades 6 through 8. The purpose of this assignment is to acquaint you with some sample math tasks that are aligned to the Common Core state standards, and also become acquainted with one possible resource that you can use for your classroom. So let's get started. The first step of this assignment is to visit the website of the Illustrative Mathematics Project. You can see that that link is directly in our Schoology forum here, so go ahead and click that link, and it will take you to the website. Once the website emerges, you'll see that there are different grade levels in colored bands at the top, and then underneath that there are a series of gray bars. Those gray bars correspond to the domains in the Common Core state standards. And we're going to look at some problems or tasks within any of these domains. So go ahead and choose a domain that you just want to explore. For the purpose of this example, I'm going to click on expressions and equations. So put your mouse over it and just click, and then you'll see that you have a series of grade levels that emerges from that. You can obviously explore any grade level that you like, grade 6, 7, or 8, depending on what's most applicable for you and your teaching context. For the purpose of this example, we'll just look at grade 7 since it's in the middle. When you click the grade level, you'll see a list of clusters emerge. And when you click on a cluster, you'll see the list of grade level standards. Anytime you see this notation that says see illustrations, that if you click that, that leads you to a series of tasks that are aligned to that particular standard. Notice that not all standards have tasks associated with them. So we'll click on see illustrations for this particular task, and you'll see that one task emerges, writing expressions. When you click on see illustrations, at times there will only be one task, at times there will be multiple tasks. So it really just depends on the standard that you're exploring. So we'll click on writing expressions and open that up. The purpose of this assignment also is to think about what students will know and be able to do, or need to know and be able to do, in order to successfully complete the tasks. Because when we understand what students need to know and be able to do, it also helps us understand maybe how Common Core is different than the California standards, and it also helps us think about what we need to do in our classrooms to ensure that students are prepared for this level of work. When you click on the task and you're reading it, in order to take notes and jot down some ideas about it, we also have a support for you to try. If you go back into the Schoology forum, you can click on if your browser has multiple tabs, just click on the other tab. You'll see that we have a note sheet. When you click this link, you can download a copy of the note sheet and print it so that you can handwrite on it, or you can actually just bring up a digital copy and type directly into it. If you're doing this on a tablet device, you may not be able to use the note sheet in an interactive way, which means you might need to take notes on paper. In that case, you might use the note sheet as a model for that. So let's go back to our website, and we'll bring up our note sheet. As you can see, the first part of this is understanding what students will need to know. So when we look at this task, it asks students to write an expression for the sequence of operations. So obviously students will need to know what an expression is, and they'll probably also need to know the order of operations in order to write an accurate expression. In addition to that, we also need to think about what skills students will have, so what they'll be able to do. So instead of just knowing factual information, obviously students have to understand certain processes as well. So one thing that students will need to be able to do, as I'm thinking about this task, is actually write mathematical expressions and probably also perform the order of operations correctly. Those are just a couple of ideas of things that you might notice about this task. So when you're finished exploring a task, just jot down some notes, and then you'll see that you have other options to maybe explore additional tasks. You might choose to look at different grade levels, you might choose to look at different domains, you might choose to look at different clusters or even different standards in order to do that. Again, whatever supports your learning the most effectively. When you're done having an opportunity to explore various tasks, go back to the Schoology forum and click on the Assignment 3 Math Task Review folder up here. And you'll notice if you scroll down, there's a forum here. Anytime you see this icon, that's a place where we can engage in discussion. So go ahead and click on that. And then you'll see that there are a series of discussion questions. You can participate in this conversation online by typing your response to these questions and engaging with colleagues from across the district here, or you can choose to use these discussions in order to have discussions with your colleagues at your site, in your department, at your grade level, again, whatever works for you. Thank you so much for joining us for this task. Hope you enjoy exploring them.